Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Celtic Clydesdale show. I'm Jim, and I am the Celtic Clydesdale, and we've got Clyde back there with us too. Today's episode, we're going to talk about what is an athlete. It's going to be sort of a motivational thing and maybe a little bit philosophical, but let's go ahead and get right to it. So, I did a little bit of research, and Merriam-Webster dictionary it defines athlete, the word athlete, as a person who is trained or skilled in exercises, sports, or games requiring physical strength, agility, or stamina. Now, this is like a textbook answer for what is an athlete, but I wanted to dig a little deeper, and I wanted to get something more leaning towards that philosophical thing that I mentioned earlier. And of all the places, I found a definition that I really liked on urbandictionary.com. It was weird, but it was there. And basically what it says on Urban Dictionary is that an individual who participates in sports characterized by dedication, focus, intelligence, and work ethic. Now, I also had an individual who, I reached out to quite a few people for some input on this topic. And one individual in particular, his definition was a person competing in a regulated sport, usually trying to win hardware, money, or even prestige. Now, I've done a decent amount of running races. I've done, 7 triathlons, and I guess you could say I was, trying to win hardware. That finisher's medal at the end is, I like the bling, okay? I'll be honest, I like the bling. I like the medals that I get at the end of the race, but if I don't finish a race, I don't expect a medal. So, yeah, putting in effort to get that thing. But I'm not sure that's necessarily what makes me an athlete. All right. Now, like I said, the Urban Dictionary definition states an individual who participates in sports characterized by dedication, focus, intelligence, and work ethic. So, I kind of tend to agree with this one quite a bit. And from the philosophical aspect, to me, any individual who puts in a concerted effort, goes out on a regular basis and puts in the effort to train, to improve on a particular sport. Like for me, everything is about triathlon as far as my training. Anytime I'm doing strength training, I'm trying to focus on improving my swim, my bike, or my run. When I'm out for a swim, if it's a training swim, my goal is to improve my swim when it comes time to race. When I'm on my bike, if it's a ride that I'm using as a training ride, my purpose is to improve my ride for triathlon. And for the run, my purpose out on a run is to improve my run in a triathlon. So it all works together. And in my eyes, what makes an athlete is being a person who goes out day in, day out, follows at least somewhat of a structured plan with a fair amount of dedication, and goes and does work to become better. Now, you can say, well, what if somebody's just trying to lose weight? Okay. maybe that person's out trying to lose weight and he's only running to lose weight. But honestly, if you ask me, that still makes him an athlete. Okay, that person is still an athlete because he's trying to improve. All right, he's trying to make his life better, and he's doing it through running. And more often than not, if he's putting in that effort, he's got some sort of structured plan that he's working to, and he's going out and he's following his plan with an end goal of, dropping 20, 30 pounds or whatever the goal is. But the effort that's being expended to get there is what makes that person an athlete. Now, bringing it into triathlon, as I was trying to get input for this topic from other individuals, what I got a lot of was, folks who have done, many half marathons, a few marathons, and countless 10Ks and 5Ks, and, those sorts of events. These individuals will tell you flat out, no, I'm not an athlete. And then I've also been faced where, on the flip side of that coin, is you got individuals who will look at someone and say, well, that person's not an athlete because he doesn't win races, or that person's not an athlete because he's not getting paid. And that's wrong. All right. Because whether you're an elite, a professional, and you're at the front of the pack leading the race or winning the race or finishing, overall on a podium, or, in the top 10 or what have you, those people, they're athletes, yes. Because they're putting in the time, they're putting in the work to get themselves to the point where they can finish the race in the top 10 or in the top 3. All right. But at the same time, the people who are at the very back of the pack that, they're finishing marathons in 6 or 7 hours, right? Those people are still athletes, because they still go and they put in the work, they train, and they put a concerted effort towards obtaining that goal of finishing that marathon, or, whatever the race may be, right? So there's a saying that I like to quote a lot, particularly for runners, when, someone compares their running pace to someone else's running pace, oh, I'm slow. And the saying that I love is, whether it takes 16 minutes or it takes 6 minutes, a mile is still 5,280 feet. And what this means is, it doesn't matter how long it takes you, right? What matters is that you go out, you put the effort forth to improve and become better than what you were the last time you did that race, right? So, as racers, folks who are of the like mind of mine, or, triathletes, runners, they're who, go out and they do races, and their goal is to go out and be faster than they were the last time. We're always chasing that personal record, that personal best. And bottom line, to me, that is what makes an athlete. So if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, but, I'm a back of the packer, or, I'm in the center of the field, I'm not getting paid, I'm just out there having fun. Well, that may be true, but you're still an athlete because you're still putting in the effort so that you can get out there and you can do that event, right? So, bottom line, if you put forth the effort and you're trying to make yourself better at a particular event, a sport, or an athletic endeavor, you're an athlete. So I think I'm an athlete, and I like to live up to that. So bottom line, keep striving, keep putting forth the effort, and keep going out and trying to be the best you that you can. All right. So now, next week we're going to do another shoe review. Next week's topic is going to be a review of the On Running Cloud Stratus. I'll tell you a heads up, the particular shoe that I have that I've been training with, I'm near 120, 130 miles, I believe. But it's a shoe, I actually won it in a drawing, but the shoe wasn't given to me or anything like that. But I've got about 120, 130 miles on it. And next week, I'm going to let you know what I think of the shoe as far as fit, feel, quality, and all of that. So if you like what you've been seeing so far, even though I'm only 3 episodes into this, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be notified of when I release my videos, go ahead and hit the bell. And I thank you for joining me. And till next time, keep on keeping on.